Talitha here. So excited to be in week 2 of the holidays at the dwelling. This week we are doing a video of some of our favorite holiday traditions. So the next video you see is going to be Elizabeth and her boys, full of joy, full of laughter, talking about a few of their Christmas traditions they love to do. And then you'll see my face again, and I'll tell you some of mine.
Hi! Here to tell you about all of our wonderful holiday traditions that I've been doing now with my husband and just me even over the last, probably 10 years with my family and then with my husband and then with my boys now. And we did cute little fella. So for the month of November, as far as like Thanksgiving goes, some of our fun traditions that we've also enjoyed going to like farmers markets and enjoyed just going and getting all the fresh stuff that can be found there around this time of year. I love getting a cup of coffee and walking those up and down, just looking at all of the wonderful things that have grown over the summer and now are harvested. Another fun thing that I love about Thanksgiving and Christmas, around Thanksgiving is just the baking. This whole holiday season, I love to bake. So my mom, my sisters, my aunt, sometimes and my cousin, we love to just go to town and like bake up a storm and cook. And I love the experience. We put on wonderful music and we just like laugh and enjoy being together. And last year was particularly fun because we went up to the cabin, my parents' cabin, and we baked, and on Thanksgiving we just like hung out and had just a wonderful time. We did a lot of line dancing that night, which was so much fun, and just so much to be thankful for, just with family, and enjoyed that. And then as far as like, Christmas traditions and like those things, we've always done Advent as a family, which has been, a huge joy for me. And I personally go through Ann Voskamp's Advent devotional every day in December, and I love it. It's always it hits me in new ways every year. So that's something, that I've really, really loved. And I love just spending time again with like family. And I know when I was a new wife, when I was first newly married, I loved sitting in my first apartment and listening to Christmas music and baking lots of cookies and pies and having so much fun doing that. And I'm also a huge decorator. So I come from a line of decorators, and so seasonal decorators. So one of my greatest joys is bringing in the seasons, decorating my home. So as you can see, I have decorated my home, and it's very pumpkin-y. And in Christmas time, I will deck the halls and get this whole place sparkling with, colorful lights and maybe a real Christmas tree this year. Who knows? It's going to be great. And so I love doing that. And that's some of the great traditions that I've enjoyed. And I'm excited to see as our family kind of grows and matures, what wonderful traditions will come up just from that. As our boys grow older, we're going to form traditions just as our own family. That's just so fun to see. And traditions that come from both of our sides. And it's just such a cool thing to watch. So anyway, there you go. Some traditions. And I'm sure there's more to come. So
Hi, back again. Changed locations briefly just because. But I want to tell you about a few of my favorite holiday traditions. First of all, Christmas and Thanksgiving look a little bit different now that I'm married. So some of these things I am not currently doing every year anymore. And I'm sure I will have new holiday traditions to add someday, just the longer that I'm married and whenever I have kids and just as our family grows. So growing up for Thanksgiving, my parents were insanely generous and hospitable. I mean, they still are, but it's something that I've gotten to see growing up, especially through holidays, and just inviting single people or young couples or families or college students, seminary students, just anybody that kind of just doesn't really have a place to come and just eat with us and to play games with us. And we'd always eat and then kind of rest, take naps, chill, play some games, eat desserts, just hang out all day. And it was awesome. And I love that. Like that is something I very much want to emulate just as my own family grows, is just inviting people into our family. And, you know, whether they have a family or not, like, here, come take part in our family Thanksgiving. So that's one of my favorite things about Thanksgiving, and just like traditions that I got to see my parents just live out. Christmas, we would always watch the Nativity Story every Christmas Eve together. We would eat lots of fun desserts, chocolates, cookies, just all kinds of fun things, drink our hot chocolate, have our hot cider, coffee, tea, have a fire going, and just really enjoy that movie and enjoy seeing the Christmas Story kind of played out via screen. And then the next morning, we would read the Christmas Story. We would kind of get up whenever, have breakfast together. Whoever of my brothers would come over with their families. We'd open gifts. We'd play more games. We love playing games on holidays. We just love it. Especially just big group games, just things that everyone is involved in. And honestly, like, when I look back and what I want to see going forward for holiday traditions for my own family now is just being really grateful for what we have and inviting people into that. After the last couple of years, it's been a lot for everyone. We've all kind of experienced that together. And I think it's made us all just a little bit more grateful for what we have, or at least I hope it has. I know it has for me. I'm very grateful for my family, my extended family, my friends, for the people that I've met through church, and the students I get to minister to through my job. And just, I could go on and on and on. And that's like one of my absolute favorite things about the holidays, is just stopping and thinking about what has God done this year and these months, and how has God blessed us, and what can we be grateful for. And I feel like when you stop and think about it, it's always a lot. And so that's my encouragement for you going forward into this holiday season. Don't get so caught up into everything and going here and there, and enjoy the holiday season, of course, but just to remember what God has given us and to be grateful for that as we celebrate Thanksgiving and as we look to Christmas as well. So that's what we got for you. Thanks for watching, and thanks again for joining us for Holidays at the Dwelling.